What can I say? I've got a great smile. My camera's over here, so I can't really see it right here. But hi, YouTube. So today I'm not gonna sign. I'm not. I may make another video later today with another lesson. I'm not sure. But today we're actually going to talk about something that I went through, and this was, and I hate talking about him. I do, but this is about my ex. And there I go signing. I know, right? It's a hard habit to turn off. But this is, and I actually need my glasses for this because I have a list of things that... Anyways, there are a lot of disorders out there. There are a lot of personality disorders out there. There's antisocial disorder. There's just a gamut. There's a gamut of different kind of disorders that people have to deal with on a daily basis. Now, what I want to do is help those who need help. First thing is that you have to realize that you're dealing with this, and you have to admit it to yourself. You have to sit there and say, yep, I'm doing this, I need help, I need to find help, and whatever. But this is a little bit of help for those dealing with a person like my ex. And my ex does suffer from something called narcissistic sociopathic disorder. And I did just get a game, which just fucking is perfect. But, so we're going to run through these. These are 10 signs that you're dealing with a narcissistic sociopath. First one is that they reel you in with the perfect love. They sit there and they say, they agree with anything that you say. They sit there and they, yeah, I love that, I love that. You say that you hate something, and they're like, yeah, no, I hate that too. So, you have that. The second part is they prey on your emotions. They do. Any emotions, and they use a lot of pity. If you sit there and feel bad about something, they pity you a lot. They make you feel better by pitying you. Everybody loves getting pity. I don't in particular, but, that's just me. Yeah, cool. I have that default avatar. Alright. So, I hate getting pity. I hate it. I hate it. Now that I have HIV, I hate getting pity. So the third thing that happens is that they surround you with their former loves. I had my ex's ex in the picture. He was in the picture the whole time, and I hated it. Because then my ex would go to him rather than me for issues that he was having. He wouldn't come and talk to me. He would talk to his ex and say, yeah, he's doing this, this, and this. And his ex would give him advice, when in reality, all he had to do was talk to me. Number 4, they constantly rewrite reality and exhibit other crazy-making behavior. You sit there and you leave the faucet on, suddenly it's the end of the world. It's really fucking really, really bad. And so they misinterpret reality. They misinterpret it to be worst case scenario when you're doing something bad, and best case scenario when they're doing something good. They are God in their eyes. Number 5, they accuse you for feeling emotions that they are intentionally provoking. They are intentionally provoking you to piss you off. And then they accuse you of being pissed off, and they make you feel bad about it. This locks you in. This locks you in tight. And you just sit there and you're like, what the hell? I'm supposed to be feeling this, but yet he's making me feel bad about that. And now he's making me feel bad about feeling bad. So, number 6, and we're going to run through these very quickly because I do have a game going right now. Number 6, they pathologically lie. And they make excuses. I would sit there and ask my ex, when are we going to go to the gym? Oh, we'll go, this weekend. And then the weekend would come, and I'd say, okay, are you ready to go to the gym? And he'd, sit there and say, oh, I have too many things to do. We'll go on Monday. And then Monday would roll around, and, it was the same thing over and over and over again. So, don't get caught in that. Number 7, they provoke jealousy and rivalries while maintaining their cover of innocence. They sit there and make you jealous. They sit there, and my ex openly had photos of other men pop up on his phone, on his Instagram, and I looked at him and said, why do you have those? And he said, oh, they're just inspiration. But they do that. They sit there and they make you feel jealous. Number 8, they withhold attention and undermine your self-esteem. Anything that you feel proud about, they don't feel proud for you. They don't. Withholding attention, it feels horrible. I didn't sleep with my ex the last year and a half that we were together. I slept on the couch. I slept with him for maybe the last month that we were together, and then it ended. Number 9, they exhibit selfishness and crippling thirst for attention. They sit there and they make it seem like you're not paying enough attention to them. This is probably one of the most horrible things that I went through. I would sit on my computer playing video games, and my ex would come out and say, "Why are you always on that? Why can't you just be with me? Why can't you come back with me? Why can't you come to my office?" And I'm like, because there's nothing to do in your office. You're just sitting there on your own computer doing your own bullshit. So I'm going to sit out here and play on my computer. It made me feel horrible, and it's one of those things that makes you feel horrible, and then they make you feel bad for feeling horrible, and it's just kind of a chain cycle. And then number 10, you don't recognize your own feelings in the end. I feel like I'm slowly getting my feelings back, but it's taking a long time. I'm a year away from this, and I still feel dead inside. The last year and a half with that man, I felt dead inside. I felt dead. Okay, let me say that again. I felt dead inside. And no one should ever feel like that. Okay? So, that's top 10 signs that you're dealing with a narcissistic sociopath. Or one of the two. My ex had the combination of them, and it was horrible, and dealing with it was just too much for me, to the point where I tried to take my own life. Don't get as far as I got, okay? Don't. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I hope this helps somebody. By the way, they do try to cut you off from friends and family. They sit there and they make your friends and family out to be bad. My ex, I wanted to invite a few friends over for dinner, and he said, "Oh yeah, I sent the invite over iCal," and then dinner came, and I got frustrated because my friends didn't show up, and I said, "Well, where are they? Didn't you send out the invite?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, of course." Turns out my friends never got the invite. He never sent it out. My stepmom and my father, he basically sequestered me away from them. He made me feel like shit in regards to them. He fueled the flames between my stepmom and I over my HIV, and I ended up cussing her out for no reason. Honestly, there was anger and frustration there, but at the same time, it was unwarranted. And he sat there and he fueled the fire, and come to find out, he told my sisters lies as well. He sat there and told them, hey, he thinks that you're doing drugs and that you're whores. I wouldn't talk to him. I'm living with him. He's really pissed at you right now. Just give him some time. And come to find out, those were lies from him. So
what's up, my niggas?
I don't know what is up, but I'm making a video right now, so.
They're outside.
Sorry.
I have to put it back real quick.
That's my roommate's wife. And I'm sorry for the N-word there. But yeah, so if you feel that way, reach out to them. Sit there and say, hey, I don't know what's been said. I feel bad right now. I need help. And most likely they will sit there and say, you know what? Here's what I heard. Here's what we can do about it. What do you want me to do? And that's all you have to do, is that you just have to sit there and offer up and just say, hey, shit's screwed up right now, and I need help. And most likely they will reach out to you and say, hey, I'm here for you, okay? So those are top 10 signs that you are dealing with a narcissistic person or a sociopath, or a combination of the two. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next time.